studies are showing that blood tests could be used at some point in the near future to detect and diagnose Alzheimer's disease. Joining us now to break it all down is Kevin Enders. He is the Senior Director of Community Engagement for the Alzheimer's Association Indiana chapter. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you. This is an important conversation because, I think we all know someone who lives with this disease, or, we could all end up someone who ends up living with us. So first and foremost, why don't you tell us about these two blood-based biomarker studies that were just announced at this AAIC conference that's going on right now?
Yes, so at the Alzheimer's Association International Conference, announced this week amongst 13,000 researchers from across the world, these studies were announced. And the researchers focused on dementia-focused, advancing dementia science in clinical settings. And these two research studies, this first study is focusing on blood-based biomarker tests in clinical settings and how it's showing promising results that suggest diagnosis and detection rates with a blood test in a clinical care setting, so primary care physician setting, could be possible in the very near future.
And early detection is really key here.
Early detection is very key here. So early detection, what we know is that early detection is critical and essential because that helps improve the quality of care and life for an individual, the family. It reduces the financial burdens that the disease brings, and it also opens up access to new treatments that can slow the progression of the disease.
What do you say to these people who operate from an ignorance is bliss mindset? They would rather not know until it hits them far later in life.
Early detection, as we mentioned, it's not just saying that we can have the quality of care that takes place. It's the quality of time life that we can spend with our family. And knowing that a study like this suggesting that diagnosis and detection rates in a primary care setting can significantly increase the access across communities, so suburban, urban, rural, to really make sure that our diagnosis early detection rates happening.
Kevin, if I am someone who notices in a family member that they're exhibiting signs and symptoms of Alzheimer's or dementia, or maybe I'm even afraid that I may be exhibiting some of those symptoms, what should we be doing?
The first step that we strongly encourage is talk to your doctor. That is by far the first step. There's resources and education that are on the Alzheimer's Association website at alz.org. There's a 24/7 helpline, always answered by a master's level clinician that understands the disease, the progress of the disease, and can also help support. So Alzheimer's Association 24/7 helpline is 800-272-3900.
Thank you for those resources. I know a lot of people will be eager to call that, and it's a great step not having to just go to the doctor. Hey, call this hotline. They may tell you to eventually go to the doctor, but they know the signs and symptoms and can kind of walk you through some of that. Finally, I'm just wondering, how can I, as someone who, say my grandparent lives with dementia or Alzheimer's, how can I be an advocate and a supporter of someone like that?
Yeah, so there on alz.org, you can find 10 warning signs. You can also find 10 healthy habits. And to support someone who is currently living with the disease, it's essential to understand how to talk with that person.
Yeah.
Don't combat, don't try to correct them. Work with that individual of where they're at in the story and how they're sharing it. And there's the small, simple, subtle ways that you can act inside the home, but also that 24/7 helpline and talking to your doctor can also provide additional resources because it's much more in depth with behaviors and lifestyle changes that we can influence.
So much still to learn. I'm loving that there's this conference happening right now. Hopefully a lot more is being learned and shared and talked about among these different, what did you say, they were investigators or who are attending this conference?
Dementia-focused researchers from around the world.
That's the word I was looking for, researchers. Really incredible stuff that's happening. Again, this was Kevin Enders with the Alzheimer's Association Indiana chapter. Happy to have you with us. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Anna?
Thank you so much for that interview there. My grandmother passed from Alzheimer's, so very close and near and dear to my heart. But,